brunch in Disney World?
Come enjoy a wonderful brunch at Wine Bar George found in Disney Springs.
Let's go!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Next Stop Churro Cart. Don't click away from the video. You are not mistaken. Yes, Raglan Road is behind me, but we're not reviewing that today. I'm telling you how we're going to find our way to Wine Bar George. So, you're going to need to start at Disney Springs. You're going to head towards the back. Where's the back? Well, a good place to start is look for the ginormous line for Gideon's. And once you find that, you're headed the right direction. You're going to walk like you're going directly to Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. And you've probably noticed that to the side of me, to the right specifically, is Wine Bar George. Even though Wine Bar George is known for its wine, I actually noticed on the menu they have sour beer that rotates, and I am a sucker for sour beer. That is my preferred beer flavor, if you will, or beer type. But anyway, I went with a Peach Ring Bling from Three Sons Brewing Co. Gose style ale with peaches and fleur de sel. And if you didn't know, that is a type of salt from France. So good. This taste starts out super sweet up front, but then it's got that pinch of sour towards the back. This is an amazing beer. I would recommend it, but unfortunately because it's a rotating beer, odds are it might not be in rotation. So if you are here and it's available, get it.
And then I did get wine. So I got the Galinda, which is, I don't think that's how you say that. There's no way it's Wicked Galinda.
Right! It's all about popular.
I think he said it was Galinda, but I could be saying it wrong. It's a Spanish wine, and it is a 2019, and it is a brut. So it's a sparkling wine. It's wonderful. I always recommend anything from Wine Bar George because everything that they have is great. I don't think you can go wrong if you are a sparkling wine person or a champagne person. This one's excellent. We like everything here. Well, I do. Tyler's never been. I've been here once before, and we do really like this place a lot. So far, so good.
4-month Manchego out of La Mancha, Spain. It's going to be a nice pasteurized sheep's milk there. We have a 24-month sharp cheddar called Barber's out of the northern United Kingdom. I have house-made maple sausage, maple pork belly that we clear and do in-house as well, sourdough toast, and then a house-made hash brown. We have fig jam and Marcona Spanish olives.
For our appetizer, we went with the brunch board, which had an assortment of items on it.
Yes, it was delicious. So
Fabulous.
I'll talk about a couple items. You're going to talk about a couple of items. The pork belly. I am not a pork belly person by any stretch of the imagination. We've actually had it over at Tiffin's, and I didn't like it because I don't like fatty pieces of meat. This was very different. The flavor was awesome. It was tender, where you couldn't tell where the fat kind of was versus the meat. I very much enjoyed this. It was very well cooked.
Yeah.
The sausage was amazing in my opinion. Tyler didn't like the sausage as much, but I really liked it. I thought it was great. I think it was a chicken sausage.
Yeah.
And then there were two different types of cheese. I liked the cheddar. I did not like the other one because the other one was made with sheep's milk.
And it's Manchego cheese,
Yes,
for
and-
those who are keeping score at home.
And it's just not my cup of tea, but you loved it.
Yeah, it had a texture or a taste that was more like goat cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like goat cheese, you're probably going to like the Manchego. There was also some nuts on the board as well, which just popped with flavor. Oh my gosh, they were delicious.
And then there was also a fig jam on there as well, and that was
Oh, yeah.
amazing. We paired that with the pork belly, and it was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, the brunch board was definitely well worth it in our opinion. So let's talk about brunch.
I got the breakfast croissant sandwich. It had a hash brown, it had eggs, cheese, bacon, avocado, which I did not opt for. One of the reasons why I was probably kicked out of California. And then it also came with grits on the side. Ultimately, this dish was phenomenal. The explosion of breakfast flavor was absolutely amazing. The egg is actually what I was most concerned about because I'm not the biggest egg fan. The egg was disguised with all the other flavors in there, and it was just kind of another texture that wasn't standing out in a bad way. It wasn't like not there, it just overall kind of fit in, which in my opinion is what I want eggs to do, especially with a bacon, egg, and cheese. So the flavor was so good. As for the grits, well, why don't I just send you to this? I've never had grits before in my life. Born and raised Californian, so grits weren't really a big thing out there. But anyway, we're about to try them. So let's see. Let's get a live reaction for them. They're like super soft and slightly runny mashed potatoes. They're good. I like them. I don't know if Wine Bar George does anything particular. I wish I had something to compare it with, but not bad. Solid. I would recommend it. So thanks, past and present Tyler, whatever you are. But anyway, let's talk about your dish. What did you get?
So I got the sausage, gravy, and biscuits. I opted not to add egg. I don't know if I've ever said this on the channel before, but I actually don't eat egg. It's one of the few like hard no items that I eat, or don't eat, excuse me, that I don't eat.
You could say it's been egg-excluded.
It's been egg-excluded. Dear Lord. I love biscuits and gravy. It's one of my favorite meals, especially at a brunch. I feel like they're always done well. We have a restaurant back home that we go to, and I always get the biscuits and gravy. And then it comes with chicken and all sorts of stuff. This was just a very basic biscuits and gravy. It was a sausage gravy on top. There was bacon bits like sprinkled all over. I thought the flavor was great. It was a very standard fare. It wasn't the best biscuits and gravy I've ever had. It wasn't the worst. It was right in the middle. I felt like it was very fair. I feel like the portion size that you get for the price was incredibly fair in comparison to other meals that we've had where I've paid $18 for a meal and gone, really? That's it? Okay. So this felt very fair. And I definitely 1,000% would recommend it. So there's a couple things we want to talk about before we close out the video. Let's talk ambiance. So this is a very approachable restaurant. That was the whole purpose when George of Wine Bar George created this. He wanted wine to feel more approachable, and he very much created a restaurant that feels very much approachable. Very laid back, very casual, but still have a really great meal. I really did enjoy this a ton. But let's also talk price.
Yeah.
So what did this run us?
So it looked like with tip included, it was $96. It was not terribly expensive. I expected it to be just a little bit more because wine, there's some pretty pricey things on that menu that will bump up your check. Overall, for the appetizer and then the 2 entrees and then 2 alcoholic beverages, I thought that was pretty good for Disney.
Right.
Would you come back though?
Yes, I would. I've been here before. This is my second time back. I would definitely come back again. I'm glad that we got to try brunch this time.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a little bit more fair. My one, I don't want to say tick against is the menu for dinner. It's really hard because it's also expensive because it's meant to be shareables. But for brunch, it felt very approachable for we could go as a couple and not spend an arm and a leg at this restaurant.
I would 100% recommend this restaurant. I was a little worried coming into it because I'm not a wine guy, to be honest with you. And I'm kind of out of my champagne era as well. I'm like, is there really something that I could find to drink here? I had an amazing sour beer, and you know what? There are other cocktails that would definitely catch my eye. The other thing I was a little concerned about was when you think about going to do wine, you dress up a little bit, and it's kind of a hoity-toity thing. But to Anne's point, this is a very approachable experience. It's beautiful. I really want to come back and sit on that balcony and just people watch while we enjoy some great food. So good food, amazing drinks, fair pricing. Overall, a lot to like here, and 100% recommend it.
Yes. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all of the places. We'd love to have you. And outside of that, I don't really think there's anything else to say other than we'll see you guys at the next stop.